What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Lil Mackie Rob, aka Mito. And how we doing today, man? Y'all doing good? I'm doing good. Um, yeah, man, it's been quite a weekend, man. It's been warm, it's been cold up here in the north, man. It's been everywhere. But yeah, man, I hope y'all doing good, man. I hope you have had a good week. It's a nice, beautiful, well, for me when I'm recording this won't go up probably until tomorrow on Monday. So it's currently the second Sunday. I hope y'all have a beautiful, beautiful week going on ahead, man. Start of a new week, start of a new times, man. Regardless of all the crazy shit going on in the world, man, we just keep it pushing. We just keep it going. We just try to have fun as much as we can. And we just love each other as much as we can. That's all we can do in all these crazy times, man. We got to remember, it's not us against each other. We got to love one another and stick up for one another and be here for each other while we navigate these times. But regardless, fuck all that. Let's get to the reactions, man. So today, like I said, if you don't know who I am, like I just explained, my name's Lil Mackie Rob. I do reactionary content. Sorry, I'm trying to make this corner size look clear. There we go. I do reactionary content. I just kind of react to whatever I want. Usually it's gaming. Sometimes it's music. Sometimes it's pop culture. It's just, whatever I'm interested in at the moment. So, yeah, if you like that kind of content, consider sticking around and checking me out, man. Checking out the channel, see if you like it. I do also go live. You can usually catch me on lives from Mondays and Wednesdays. I go live. Considering getting a bit more. I'm considering honestly adding Tuesday to that list of going live. Not this Tuesday because I got things going on. But I am thinking about probably making my lives a bit more of a normal thing where I just kind of go live and hang out with y'all. Or just hang out and then y'all pop in when you can and then, whatever. So, thinking about that. But as for right now, Monday, Wednesday, 4:30, 8:30, y'all can catch me live. This Monday, well, I guess today, since, it's going to be uploaded on Monday, I'm actually going to be playing Garten of Bonbon episode 0, I think is where, I'm assuming is where I start, So I'm going to be playing that. We're going to start that on the stream. And yeah, we're just gonna have a good time, man. So if you want to catch me live, catch me on Monday, man, 4:30, 8:30. But yeah, man. So anyways, I found a video by our good friend Luesta. Always top tier with his videos. Always good content. This man has made a video called Hip Hop's Most Embarrassing Nepobaby, King Harris. I have brought up this kid. Yeah, if you don't know who King Harris is, real quick, King Harris is T.I.'s son, the rapper. T.I., this is his child. I think I brought this up in a different video that I don't like King Harris because he is a nepo baby, and there's nothing wrong with being a nepo baby, but he's one of them nepo babies that is in rap that wants to. That's why it says hip hop's most embarrassing. He grew up in a lifestyle that doesn't breed like that doesn't breed rappers like that. Unless you're just super like musically talented, it just doesn't. This motherfucker, King Harris, wants to be from the streets so bad, and it's so embarrassing. I don't know what happened with T.I. I don't know what he did wrong with this kid, but watching him talk about how he's struggled before, how he had to live with his granny, and it's just crazy shit, bro. I'm sure Luis is gonna bring this shit up, but yeah, King Harris is T.I.'s son. T.I. is a very successful rapper. His kid is something else. So we're just gonna check it out. As always, man. I'm gonna put the link to this video down in the description below, so I can come back over here to Luis's channel. Consider subscribing to him and leaving him a like for sure, because he's always on top of these videos. He's got good production. He's got good narration. He's a really, really good YouTuber. So always make sure you come over here and show the original creator some love, man. Always. And yeah, man, let's just get right to it. We got hip hop's most embarrassing nepo baby, King Harris. Let's see what we got.
can go one way or the other. Either they grow up to be humble and make it on their own, or they stay stuck in a cycle of entitlement and become so spoiled to the point that their actions are aggravating to witness. And if anyone fits that bill perfectly, it's King Harris. The child of rap royalty T.I. and former R&B star Tamika Tiny Harris, King and his siblings grew up in luxury, far removed from the struggles their father left behind on his way to stardom. But for some reason, King has insisted on portraying an image that he was raised in the slums, rather than with a silver spoon.
Boy, they think they gangster. They think, boy, come walk these streets, man. This shit get wicked. They like, shit.
You see what I'm saying? He just...
Yeah, bro. Be safe. They like, be safe. I'm like, what the you mean be safe?
Because of this, he's...
You see what I mean? Like, it's so corny to look at because you know this kid comes from ridiculous amounts of money. And he's walking around talking about shit get wicked. It's just corny, bro. This shit's corny.
One of the most ridiculed figures online, with every outburst leading to trolling and sometimes outright disgust over how delusional.
Thus far, T.I. has failed at parenting this child. This is a disgrace. That's a bit crazy. I wouldn't say T.I. failed. I mean, maybe, fuck, damn it. Maybe Luesta will get more into it. Maybe throughout the video we'll figure out like where, I guess, maybe there could be some pitfalls in T.I.'s parenting. But like, I don't know if I'd blame T.I. I feel like sometimes you just get kids who just are badass kids, man. Sometimes you just get kids that just don't give a fuck. They want to be cool so bad, or they want to fit in so bad. They don't give a shit. They'll by any means try to achieve that coolness fact. I don't know what it is. Sometimes you really just have some badass kids that don't give a fuck about nothing other than wanting to be cool, bro. And it's so stupid. And sometimes it's just disrespectful as fuck. It don't matter how many times you try to discipline them or nothing, dude. They badass kids, bro. So I don't know if I blame that on T.I. because I think he has other kids and they're nowhere near like King Harris. I'm pretty sure he has multiple kids, but we'll see. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure.
It's your boy Luesta, and today we're gonna be diving into the story of King Harris, a figure that
Turn
many
it up
would
a little
consider
bit,
to be
and I'm actually gonna
hip-hop's
speed it
most
up.
Embarrassing Nepobaby. Born in 2004 when his father was already a multi-platinum selling artist, King essentially grew up before the world's eyes on the reality TV series The Family Hustle.
Yeah, I was just saying, I remember that show. I remember seeing him on the show. He was nowhere near like the fucking little badass kid he is now.
The show, which began when he was 7 years old, it's as if King Harris forgets that many literally saw him in his early years and the surroundings he grew up in, which were in no way the ghetto. I mean, just take a look at some of these scenes from growing up with King Harris, with comments like, "I miss this king. Bro, we all saw your rich life. Just because you stayed over at your grandma's house here and there, don't mean you're from the hood. Your parents even told you, but your delusional ass still tries to deny it even though we know what's up."
I remember that. I remember there was a later episode. I don't know if it was the same show or whatever, but I know there's an episode where he got older and he was trying to tell. He literally looked at his father, T.I., and was like, "I grew up in the hood." And both T.I. and Tiny were like, "You need to get your delusional ass the fuck up out of here. What are you talking about? We raised you." Like, it's crazy, bro. And he was like, "Oh, those times you had me go over to grandma's house and I was out there with them boys out there." And T.I. was like, "Yeah, what happened when you got scared by one of them niggas? You had your grandma call us to come pick you up." Or some shit like that. I remember T.I. called him out. Oh, I hope he shows that clip. Hold on. That shit was too funny.
Along the way, something shifted. The innocent, carefree kid from reality TV started portraying a completely different image, one that felt forced, inauthentic, and downright confusing. And it left people wondering, what happened to King Harris? From his early teens, he was intent on following his father's footsteps and making it as a rapper. He even once lobbied to be homeschooled to focus solely on music, only for his dad to shoot the concept down.
I need my career to start now, because if it don't start now, then I'm gonna be rushing to get it later.
You don't say when it's time for your career to start.
Baby. No,
you ain't put in the work.
You don't know.
You a child.
But there's childs out there making more money than me.
Children. See, that's why your ass need to be in school.
You don't understand.
There's children out there making more money than me, bro. Look around. I 100% believe T.I. and Tiny have a fucking savings for you that you don't know about, like I'm sure they have a college fund for you waiting for you to be like a doctor or some shit, or a lawyer or some shit. And you over here wanting to be a rapper at 14, bro, or 12, however old he is in this clip. Like, what? This is talking about, there's kids out there that make more money than me. Bro, you just ask your dad for his card and you have fucking stacks of cash in your fingertips. You just gotta ask mommy and daddy, bro. Take advantage. I just don't understand what people who like come up with money. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, do you get clowned by other niggas for having a silver spoon? Yeah, sure. But there's nothing wrong with being raised like that, bro. Like, yeah, oh well, too bad. I'm sorry. Sorry you think I'm corny because I live in a family that has money. Oh well, I didn't ask for it, but at least appreciate what you got. Because anybody who clowns other people for being rich, I promise you, and I say this as someone who clowns people for being rich, if I could switch positions and be in your shoes, coming from a rich ass fucking family with generational wealth, yeah, I would fucking do it. It is what it is, you know. It's a good life, bro. And this kid is delusional, man.
I want to make a name for myself. Let him do what he doing. Don't try to stop him.
Quit babying him. Let him go through it.
And in a sign of things to come,
Quit babying him. Let him go through it. No. Give him the reality check. Bro, there's no reason for you to be a rapper. If that's what you want to do, cool. But you got to realize your position and how you're going to struggle in that career. Why do you want to be a rapper? Be something else.
he threw a fit when he didn't get what he wanted.
I'm fighting for what I want. I'm
But
trying to get
keep
it.
fighting, young man. Keep fighting. Ain't gonna do nothing but make a man out you.
Don't cry.
What is you still trying to coddle him for? Let the man walk off, have some time to himself, sit down, soak it up, and come up with what he need to do. Stop coddling him.
Still, he persevered. Even if he treated going
He's got a good point, though. Yeah, I could agree with that. Yeah. Just let him deal
to
with the
public
shit.
school as though it instantly made him deserve respect for coming from the trenches.
You know, I was definitely gonna ask, like, if you went to public school.
Yes. Yes.
And so your experience was that, how would you say it was?
It was wild. I wouldn't say it was wild. It was like, it was good and it was bad. It was like, but you gotta embrace it all. I mean, with the good come the bad, with the bad come the good, so.
And while it's unclear exactly what he was like in school, there is one video of him squabbling up in a bathroom over someone sporting a Kodak Black hoodie, likely inheriting his father's beef from around that time.
T.I. responds to Kodak Black's claim that Tip tried getting him removed from the label. So this man, T.I., bro, you gotta what's going on? Kodak Black recently kicked a freestyle for The Breakfast Club, during which he claimed T.I. tried getting him kicked off the label. Now Tip has responded. Bro, it's my kids. Man, I don't know. This is definitely interesting because it's not like T.I. went out of his way and told like his son, like, yo, this nigga Kodak lying about me. It's just in the news. It's kind of hard to avoid seeing what your parents are getting involved in when it's just plastered all over the fucking social media. So I mean, I don't know if I can blame him really for, I guess, feeling like that, even though I think it's kind of stupid. It's not your business, but I get that's your dad, so I mean, I get it, but I don't know.
I can't show you the video on YouTube, but although it looks like King was taking a hell of a beating, he at the very least got respect for holding his own. But
You see it.
instead of just inheriting his dad's beefs, he went a step further and tried to inherit his dad's bankhead beginnings too. From the jump, as he launched his rap career under the name Kid Sayin, he pushed the idea that what people saw on The Family Hustle wasn't the real story of his life.
I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
Like, bro, we literally watched you grow up.
That's
in a
what he said. This nigga said it was only for the cameras. Yeah. You
and around
kidding
that
me?
time, he began flexing his family wealth like it was his own.
My name is King. Yeah. I'm just 14. Yeah. I got the money. Yeah. My pocket's lean.
While this could be chalked up to him just being a naive kid, it was about to get
fuck
way
was
more
that?
ridiculous to behold. And soon, the aspiring artist would be making headlines for his antics, with each new story wondering how he turned out like he did. The
What was it? T.I. and Boosie Badass confront their sons for having guns in music videos. Why don't y'all make love music? I will say, as far as Boosie goes, because I don't know about T.I., as far as Boosie goes, I heard that Boosie be like, kind of low key be bringing the shit around his kids, bro. Low key. I don't, like I said, that's what I heard. I don't know how truthful that is, But I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's hard. The Southern rappers weren't happy that their sons King Harris and Tootie Raw were flashing weapons during a video shoot. I feel like it's kind of hard to be upset with your kids wanting to follow in your footsteps, especially your sons, because that's the thing. Like, sons are gonna, especially sons, bro, they're gonna want to imitate their fathers. They're gonna take inspiration as young boys from the men in their family, and that usually comes from the father. If the father's around, if it's not the father, it's like usually someone else, like an uncle or a grandfather or whatever. But it's usually young men will look for men in their life to role model and kind of influence. And it's hard for me to kind of understand them being upset that their sons are turning out to be like wannabe gangsters and thugs, when that is what you represent. That's what you've shown them since children. That's your music. Even if you don't play your music or don't allow your kids to listen to your music, as they get older, they're gonna find it. You're famous. They're gonna find it. They're gonna find your music. They're gonna hear it on the radio. They're gonna look you up. They're gonna find it. They're gonna find the shit that you talk about, the shit that you brag about, especially in your music, the shit that you glorify, which is toting guns, being a thug, slanging, doing all that shit. And they're gonna be like, oh, okay, if this is what my dad did, and look where he's at now, I'm gonna do the same thing, whatever. And it's hard. I don't know. It's hard for me to really be mad at this. I understand the frustration, but I mean, if you don't want your kids to be like this, like, I don't know, don't promote it, like, don't promote it in the music, don't promote it at home, because I can only imagine the shit that they say at home to their kids or around their kids. Don't promote it. Teach your kids, like, hey, I had to do this because I had to. You don't have to. Go to school. Like, seriously, like, let's be a doctor or be a lawyer or be something different. Don't be a rapper. Don't be like me. I know it looks cool, but this shit comes with a high personal cost out of you, whether it's loss, whether it's a risk of going to jail, a risk of death, a risk of a lot of things. Like, this isn't a lifestyle that you want. You have a good position in this world that I didn't have. Take advantage of it. Go to school. Seriously, like, pay attention to the books. And even if you didn't want to do that, find something else. Find a different lane. Do social media. You're my kid. You're my kid. Just being my kid will give you followers on social media because they want to see you. Just be a social media star. Boom. You get pretty much the same benefits of being a rapper without being a rapper. You just do social media. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could have tried to at least navigate them and show them that their way of getting success and what they're going to find out about their parents as they get older is not the way to success. That T.I., Boosie, these two, they should, I don't know. To me, it sounds like, I don't know. To me, I think they should have explained to their kids, like, hey, I am like an enigma in the world. Like, there's a lot of people who are like me who aren't in the position that I'm in. And even though they're just like me, they come from the same background as me, they're not nowhere near the position I'm in. It's because I in a way knew what I was doing, knew how to handle business, and secondly, I was lucky. I'm lucky to be in this position. You might not have the same luck I did. You have to carve your own safe way, and you see what I'm saying? Like, they could have just tried different shit. They could have just really walked their kids, walked with their sons and really tried to show them, like, hey, this lifestyle isn't the thing you want. And maybe they did, and it doesn't matter. And, they just want to be thugs anyways. And if that's the case, you can't change that. But I don't know. I've seen Boosie. There was a clip, I think there was like a bit of controversy with Boosie a while ago where Boosie was talking about he either wanted to, I don't think he was going to take his son to the strip club, but I think he wanted to hire like a stripper for his son's birthday or some shit. Because his son was turning like 16 or something like that. And that was like a whole controversy where people were like, what's wrong with you? This shit's disgusting or whatever. And Boosie was like, oh, it's, gotta be a man, And it's like, if there's rumors of that happening in Boosie's house, I can also only imagine the other shit he's probably low-key telling his kids behind closed doors, and that's why they're rich kids walking around toting guns pretending to be thugs, because their parents, their fathers did it. Their fathers became successful off of it. They think it's cool, so they're going to imitate. But
more controversial aspects of King and all of the posturing began to come to light as he became an adult. In one prominent example, there was an incident in 2021 where he reached for his bag during a verbal altercation, leading many people to wonder if he was packing a firearm.
Let's go. Put your hand around me, talking out your ass like you want to do something. What's up, bro? Oh, Lord. What's up, bro? Nothing. What? Relax or what? Nothing. Or what? Nothing. Or what? Nothing.
But while no one took real issues with him standing his ground on that occasion, the more frustrating aspects of his personality began to come to light. Specifically, his complete lack of regard for other people. Take for example the time he offered a homeless man $50 to do the one chip challenge. A chip that's so dangerously spicy, it actually killed a 14-year-old kid in 2023.
It's a different flavor, but it's still hot. So look, there you go, $50, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Oh shit.
Oh man,
This
nah.
immediately prompted a public outcry, with people asking,
You rich, bruh, still got some growing up to do. You still got some growing up today, bro. King Devil, he outside with his daddy's security and daddy's money, acting like a clown. That boy want to act like he from the streets so bad. He gonna get whipped one day and it will be so satisfying. He act like he has no home training. That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up, man.
asking why on earth he'd do something like this and what it meant about his upbringing, not to mention issuing warnings. Let's have a moment of honesty with T.I. Your son has a problem. He needs discipline, he needs guidance, he needs to mature, and most of all, he needs his ass beat. He's gonna end up coming across a real street dude who will do him dirty, bring him in the house and put him on punishment. Soon, things would get progressively worse. During a trip to a Waffle House, King showcased just how bratty he could be when they got his order wrong.
Stop talking to me. This ain't your fucking restaurant. This ain't your fucking restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. We out here. I'm outside. Okay. I'm outside. Come on, shake some. Come on, shake some. Come on, shake some. Hey, get your employees. Get your employees. Yeah.
This is so corny,
Wait till I
bro.
get back and see him out here late night. Wait till I slap a. All right, yeah. Yeah, wait. Wait till I come back in the market late night.
This is privilege at its highest degree, bro. This ain't even thug shit. This ain't even like real shit. This is just straight up privilege. This is rich boy privilege right here. This little tantrum because Waffle House didn't give him his extra waffle or some shit. Like, this is just straight up privilege.
And then it's just you and I slap you up. Yeah.
Almost immediately,
And notice too that he said all that shit and he got in the backseat of the car. So he wasn't even by himself when he said this shit. He was with a group of people and then got comfortable enough to start bucking up in a fucking Waffle House, bro. This is corny, bro. This is corny.
he got clowned by the entire world for his entitled ways. It even led people to look at T.I. and Tiny a little sideways. I don't care what I've done, how much money I've made, how many chart-topping songs I've made. If my son grows up and talks to people like that, I'm a failure. T.I. failed at parenting this child. This is a disgrace. As the public grew increasingly angered with him, King would ramp up his attempts to be a gangster of sorts. It even wound up getting him arrested alongside fellow hip-hop Nepobaby and son of Boosie, Tootie Raw. And at that point, T.I. knew something.
Bro, what is that? It's a wild name too. What's up with these street names, bro? Did they come up with them shits by themselves, or did they? Or because usually street names, like, you get those from like your homies and shit. Like, they'll tell you, or they'll not tell you, but they tend to give you a name, right? King Harris sounds like that's the name he gave himself. And then who the fuck gave that nigga the name? Yo, if one of my homies gave me the nickname of Tootie Raw, I'm boxing somebody, bro. I'm not. You ain't no way you're gonna put Tootie in my fucking nickname. Fuck you, bro.
It even wound up getting him arrested alongside fellow hip-hop.
Cause dude, I get made fun of it, bro, and niggas gonna say, instead of calling me Tootie Raw, they're gonna call me Booty Raw. I don't want to be named Booty Raw, bro. I'm gonna crash out if somebody would ever call me Booty Raw, dude. Booty Raw.
Nepo
His
Baby
booty
and son of
raw.
Boosie,
They
Tootie
niggas
Raw.
be playing with his booty. His booty raw.
And at that point, T.I. knew something had to be done.
Stop hitting me and getting in my comments, telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son? Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmama? He's going to prison. If you got to keep this up, they're going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm going to be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had the conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's going to turn out.
This behavior meant he
Nah. I would say nah, T.I. Nah, you lost me there. You could do way more than that. Because I promise you the money this nigga's making, he's not going on the corners and like slinging or like doing stick-ups and shit, and that's how he's making his money like a normal thug would do, you know? I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying like that's what a normal nigga would do, a normal thug. He's not doing that. The money that this nigga just flexed on the camera in the last clip we saw with him crashing out at the Waffle House, that money, I promise you, was not off of him. That money came from T.I. and Tiny. That money came from his parents. You know a way to solve a lot of these issues with your kids and make them realize that they really ain't shit? Cut them off. I promise you T.I. and Tiny ain't cut them off. Maybe T.I. tried, but I promise you his mom probably didn't. I don't know. Either way, I don't know who did what. I'm just saying I know for sure that they're still giving this nigga money. And that's why he's still doing the stupid shit that he's doing, bro. Cut off his cash. Cut off his money. Take his cars away. You want me to believe this nigga bought all that shit with his own money? No. The kid looks like he can't even fucking dress himself without somebody telling him how to match. What colors to match with. This nigga looks like he can't even do his own hair without his mom being like, come here so I can do your hair for you in the bathroom. Like, he looks like he can't do anything without someone else's help. In the last clip, he talks shit in the Waffle House to Waffle House workers with a group of people and then got into the backseat of a car. He can't even drive himself. Like, I'm just hating at this point, dude. I can't stand this shit.
Caught Charleston White's attention, leading to a crazy exchange between
them.
Oh,
not Charleston,
one of his
bro.
first major online spats.
Yeah, I just want to tell T.I. something. That nigga say my mama raised a bitch. Nigga, your mama and dad raised a yellow freak.
Boy, Charleston White, you was a bitch, boy.
There ain't no way, dude. He said, this one more time.
Tell T.I. something. That nigga say my mama raised a bitch. Nigga, your mama and dad raised a yellow freak.
Boy.
Oh, that's what it was. He said Charleston's mom raised a bitch. So he said, oh, I get it. Okay, so he said your mom raised a yellow freak. He do be kind of yellow as fuck for some reason.
Boy, Charleston White, you was a bitch, boy. Man, we was about to whoop your ass when you come back down here from telling. I can see you had a soft upbringing.
As usual, Charleston did
whoop your ass when you come back down here.
You had a soft upbringing.
From telling. I can see you had.
Look at this kid's fucking ceiling. Talking about I could see you had a soft upbringing. Look at this fucker's ceiling.
Man, we was about to whoop your ass when you come back down here from telling.
Let me ask y'all something. Y'all ceilings got fucking graphic designs on them? No? Exactly. There's just small things that are just like, bro. You can't say I know your ass grew up with a soft upbringing and you are like 19 in a room that looks like this. Nobody's room naturally looks like this and has these designs on them. Unless you have money to get someone to do this for you. This is a custom wall, bro. Like, come on, bro. This is just corny.
I can see you had a soft upbringing.
As usual, Charleston didn't take kindly.
Are you fucking kidding me, Charleston? What are we doing? What the fuck is this whole fit? This has to be a joke. This is like the most stereotype shit I've ever seen. There's no way this is a genuine thing. This man's wearing overalls, a cut off muscle shirt with the sleeves cut off, with a fucking Make America Great Again hat, and his dreads looks like he slicked them back to look like a dread mullet. This has to be like a costume, bro.
Only to the threats and suggested that if King tried anything, he'd be happy to off him on the spot. Literally.
Oh shit.
T.I. son say, nigga, I'll whoop your old ass. Now T.I., you got a yellow motherfucker. Look how your son look. Talking about he'll jump on a 50-something-year-old nigga. Say T.I., listen, if your boy jump on me, y'all will bury that yellow motherfucker. I shot him right in his goddamn throat. I wish an 18, 19-year-old nigga would jump on me.
With an audience that was more than happy to laugh at his antics, things only went from bad to worse. At an Atlanta Falcons game, King once again tried to posture like he was the toughest guy in the room, only for his own parents to publicly shut him down on video when he tried to claim he grew up in the hood. It was one of the most embarrassing reality checks he could have gotten, and it was all
Oh, let me see this shit, bro.
Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean? You are embarrassing yourself and your family.
Eventually, this progressed to the point that T.I. would have to restrain him.
You are embarrassing yourself. What is you talking about?
That's crazy, bro. This nigga said, "Get off me, nigga," to his own father. Yeah, bro. Nah, this kid's got no respect. This kid's got no respect at all. This is privilege to a fucking crazy degree.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
And with that, he became a
Bro, there ain't no... T.I. just said bro, I can only imagine what this looks like, bro. I can only imagine King's probably like, "Get off me, nigga." He probably trying to swing on his dad, and you know the classic like cartoon shit where like the dude's got like his hand on the other one's head and he's just holding him there while the other one's got his head down and he's just swinging like this. Get the fuck off me. He's got he's just like that's how I imagine T.I. He's just like holding his son by his head while his son is wildly swinging, being like, "Get off me, nigga," and T.I.'s like, "You can't touch me. You can't even move my arm." Like, dude, this is top tier privilege if I've ever seen it, bro. How do you buck up against your own parents and think you're in the right? This is crazy.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
And with that, he became
King.
This
is fucking
If I grew up
stupid.
privileged and silver spoon fed, I wouldn't take that as an insult. Who would take living in a mansion as an insult? Fighting with your dad in a press box must be nice. This was obviously a very public L, and yet, rather than take it and learn from it, he tried to use the incident to drive
He don't
his
give a
fame.
fuck.
People confuse standing on business as you being a thug, a gangster. I ain't that. I just stand on business principle. I stand on respect, disrespect. That's what I go off of. So it ain't a nigga trying to be hard or gangster. Nah, it's just how I'm raised and what I can take and what I'm not taking.
Unsurprisingly, the whole thing wound up getting him trolled relentlessly.
Right. That's why you pretend to be a thug rapper, because you're not a thug. You just stand on business. Okay.
Whether it was by comedian D.L. Hughley,
So how you stand on business, you ain't even stand on your own 2 feet. Like, you famous because we know your daddy. If King Harris, if he had roaches, he was on a reality show for years. So those roaches were actors.
Yeah.
They're paid roaches. I'm not, they're union roaches.
or his old nemesis Charleston White.
God damn it, I told T.I. he should have kicked that boy ass when last year. If T.I. would have kicked that boy ass last year, that boy wouldn't have had to jack him up today. Yeah, that boy showing out at the Falcon game, embarrassing the family. This is the King little glad. Oh, that boy got a big mouth on him. And he talk loud with them big old red yellow lips. Oh, yeah, that boy loud in the motherfucker. Oh,
I was just saying, his
he
lips are
with the
fucking
Atlanta Falcons
huge,
up there
bro.
disrespecting them people, hollering about he's standing on business.
You know, King Harris, bro, he's got those, his mouth reminds me of the, that one crocodile game that the mouth is open and you gotta, like, you and one friend are, like, pushing down the teeth and trying to not push down the one tooth that makes the mouth shut. His mouth reminds me of that big-ass crocodile mouth game.
Boy, if you don't sit your
Like, every time he talks, I just want to, like, push a tooth in and be like,
He brews too easy to stand on business. Yeah, that little yellow motherfucker brews too easy to stand on. Man, nigga, boy, everywhere he get touched, it turn red, purple, and blue. Man, please.
That's crazy. He's clowning you, bro.
Ultimately, the whole thing was downplayed by T.I., but he did concede that he has no idea what his fascination with pretending to be from the street is about.
I think the largest misconception between he and I, because I call him, I say, man, you from the suburb. And me, as a person who came from the turf, I'm, in the city, I'm from here, and all while I grew up, I looked there, and it was the destination. This was, the place people wanted to be to change their life and have a better way for themselves. When my mama wanted to get me out the hood and go and put me in, have better surroundings and better schools, so on and so forth, that way she took me. And that way he grew up. Now, and also the necessities being, already present.
Suddenly pulling in more views and followers as people...
You know what this kind of goes off? You know what this kind of goes back to? That old quote I used to hear a lot back in the day, which was, what was it? Hard times create strong men. Strong men create easy times. Or peaceful times. That's what it was. It was hard times create strong strong men create peaceful times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. And that's kind of what this is a little bit, at least to me, because yeah, T.I., because I used to listen to him when I was a kid. My parents liked him a lot. Yeah, he's somebody who, yeah, he used to rap about coming out of Atlanta, coming out of, you know, the streets and shit, how he had to really get it out, you know, get it out the mud, as you kids would say. And yeah, and so I feel like when you have that, when you're raised and you come up from a place where you lack the basic necessities that you need, like a warm house, some nice some clothes with nice clothes with no holes in them, you know, food, you know, shit like that. That's all you are striving for. You strive for the bare minimum because you start off without even the bare minimum, you know. And what was it getting at? And so like yeah, I understand what he's saying when he's like, I don't get it, because to me, and the way I was raised, getting into these mansions, into where the nice neighborhoods are in the suburbs, that was the goal, which was literally, honestly, it's just the bare minimum what people have in the suburbs. It's a house, paid bills, and a car, and like nice clothes. Like, that's it. And so, but since he didn't have that, yeah, that's what he achieved. But when you have someone who doesn't come from that, and who's already born into this world with not only it's one thing to be born with the bare minimum, because I still feel like even if you're born with the bare minimum, you're still gonna be like, okay, there's still better out there. Oh, I could get you know, oh look, there's nicer houses. Oh, there's, you know, nicer things I could still try to achieve and get at, you know, that I still need, you know. And you know, you're still going to be humble enough to still, you're still going to be humble enough, and you're going to work hard enough to try to achieve those things, because even if you have the bare minimum, there's still more that you want to achieve, versus someone who's not only born into the bare minimum, but is also born into excess, because that's what King was born into, which was excess. I think the reason why T.I. can't get through to King is because they're just two completely different people. T.I. is from the streets, who started with nothing and then earned it all through hard work, where King was just born into it and doesn't have to worry about food, doesn't have to worry about the money, worried about the lights going out, the water, the you know, the heat going out, the gas going out. So you got to shower with cold ass water. He's not worried about that. The shit he doesn't have to think about, because he never had to suffer through those things. Everything that a lot of people struggle to have, he never struggled with that. So to him, it's like, well, yeah, like I don't care. Well, the goal is to live in a big house. Well, in King's eyes, he's like, well, why would I care about that? I already live in a big house. This is normal to me. This is normal, you know. I don't care about that. Oh, but you know, you gotta, you know, oh, getting into the suburbs, that was the most important thing, you know, that's the goal. You don't want to be here in the streets. To King's eyes, he's like, I've already been there. I have it. I don't need it. But what he does lack is probably a cool factor, a personality, something that makes him unique. And so he went and he imitated what he thought was cool, which was being a thug. So he went back, and he's reverting to that lifestyle. I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know. That's the way I see it, dude. I just think T.I. and King can't relate at all. They might be father and son, but they both grew up in drastically different lifestyles. So what doesn't make sense to T.I. about King is the same shit that, you know, that doesn't make sense to King about T.I. with what he's saying, because they're both born from two opposite sides of life. They're never going to relate. King is going to be one of them people who has to learn by hitting his head multiple times on the same rock before he's like, maybe I should get out the way. You know what I mean?
Tuned in to see what he'd do or say next, King seemed to misconstrue what this meant and overestimated who he is in the culture.
Bro, JC, if you were just here, you were just here, bro. A said, I'm pretending to be them. I'm a pretend to be broke. Why do I want to do that? A legend is somebody that's been relevant for more than 10 years. Okay? It's a legend. They've been known, respected more than 10 years. I've been known, respected more than 10 years. I'm the youngest legend at it. You hear me? You hear me?
Intent on standing on business, his
No, I see this. God, bro, he's
use of
so
the phrase
corny.
and suggestions that he basically
He's so
invented
corny.
led to a dispute with Drewski after he used the phrase as the title
How do you beef with Drewski, bro?
of a song. And allegedly, he even pulled up to the video shoot.
He said he pulling up on you.
Nah, he did pull up on me at the video shoot. He had too much security out there, though. Nigga tried to do a stare off. Nigga got out his car and just stood on kind of like the top of the car like that and just, I said, man, and this nigga going right back to that nice ass house. He don't know shit about standing on no business, man. And y'all know that. Y'all stop playing, man.
Afterwards, King clapped back, and in all fairness to him, he had some good lines.
Restaurants need to calm the down. You and the wide body Hellcat hips need to calm the down. I can't believe this just tried to call me and I just seen him a couple weeks ago. We seen you run from him. We seen you run from Birdman. We ain't seen you. I ain't never ran from nobody. It look like you got a and you walk with the straps. You got your dad legs and your mama body. You built like
That's pretty funny. You got your dad's legs and your mama body. That's crazy.
You just called me the king of standing on business. You was just riding, called me the new king standing on business. Then you gonna go to these people platform.
Still convinced that he was tough, King even went to the point that he was trying to tap into the celebrity boxing lane by calling out the late Fulio to a fight. And if you know anything about him, he wasn't one to mess around with. So he issued a stern warning. I barely post or troll anymore, King. Find you something productive to do before you be watching Netflix in heaven with our Lord and Savior. Clearly, King is hell-bent on getting his own back. And in 2023, he revealed that he was charging obscene amounts just to have the pleasure of talking to him, writing on his Instagram story that $10,000 for an interview or I don't want to talk. Unsurprisingly, he doesn't do a lot of them. Despite his insistence that he's killing it, his rap career isn't taking off like his father's did. With just about 16,000 subs on YouTube and even fewer listeners elsewhere, the young legend can get a feature from the likes of DaBaby and Sexy Red.
We hit Sexy Red up, but not her directly, but you know what I'm saying? They hit me over the fucking head, man. They obviously not trying to with a. He hit me over the head, but Sexy Red talked to them because they trying to text me like on some 50K.
Yeah.
People like DaBaby tried to charge me 100K for a feature. Like stuff like that, bro. I'm not, because if I fuck with you and I want to do that to them.
Or even get Waka Flocka Flame to attend.
Well, they don't respect you. That's a part of the street shit that you don't understand, bro, is that you pretending to be something that you're not. They know that you're not what you represent. They're not, oh Jesus, sorry, I can't speak. They know you're not what you try to represent and what you try to show yourself as far as being a street dude. They know you're not that. They know. Everybody knows, and more specifically them, especially all the, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially the rappers and shit. They know you're not that shit. You don't come from that, but you want to be it so bad. So they're like, all right then, cool. Oh, you want a feature from me, nigga? All right, cool. I know where you come from. I know you got money. 6 figures right now. You want a feature from me? I got 100,000. They're fucking with you, bro. They're fucking with you. Because most of these rappers, bro, if they have genuine respect for you and love for you and they want to support you, like, I know they charge, but I know for the homies that they really fuck with, they don't charge that much, or if at all. The amount of times I've heard people say, like, oh yeah, no, bro just pulled up and he just dropped the verse and told me just to drop it, you know, and then, you know, pay him later or whatever, but he won't. He didn't charge me initially to come in and do the verse. He just came in and said, I fuck with your shit, and just dropped it. Like, these rappers, like, they'll turn around and they'll help each other out. They charging you 100,000 because he doesn't respect you. He doesn't fuck with you, bro.
Attend his birthday party.
Cause I know how it be, man. Waka Flocka, man. I reached out to Waka Flocka. Nigga left me on scene. That's crazy.
Nigga, you know it's crazy when even Waka Flocka don't want to respond to you, bro. Waka Flocka has been out of the game for years, bro. Years. And he don't even respond to you being like, nah, bro, I'm chill. Do your thing, though. I see you. Nah, he just don't even respond to you, bro. Bro, that's crazy, bro. This is where a good lesson in self-awareness is important. Because if King was self-aware, he would understand all these people that he's trying to get features from don't respect him at all because of who he's trying to pretend to be. It is what it is, bro.
But shit, man, maybe one day, me and Waka come from the same side too. So that's crazy.
You and Waka don't come from the same side. What are you talking about? This is delusion. You niggas don't come from the same side. You don't come from any side, except for the other side of the gated electronic locked fence. That's the side you come out of. What are you talking about?
All the while, he continues to get in trouble with the law. After he was charged in August 2022 with speeding, knowingly driving a motor vehicle on a suspended license, and driving under the influence of drugs, he refused to show up in court, and this led to an arrest in October. After spending a few hours in county, King immediately took to his IG and seemed to take it as a badge of honor, rather than something to be angered
I was gonna say, of course he did, bro, because in his eyes, now he's like, I've been to jail. I'm a real street nigga now, guys. Bro, you got arrested for speeding and DUI. You didn't get arrested for like other shit that would actually give you a stamp of approval in that world. You got arrested for being a dumb 20-year-old. That's it.
leading to even more people to be
acting like he did 25 to life. He probably didn't even eat lunch. Lol, this was on his bucket list. Lol, he couldn't wait to make dead ass, bro. He couldn't wait to make this video. Nigga so happy he was incarcerated. Bro played rock paper scissors with the guard before he released him. He prayed for times like this. This is crazy. They said you played rock paper scissors with the guard before they let you go.
By him.
Not a thing. I'm a free man. Stop, goddamn. I'm not locked up. I'm straight. I was, but I'm back. I'm straight.
He's a crash out. I can't imagine growing up rich and turning out like this. You can't say parenting or environment because all the other kids are mellow and be out the way. Speaking of the other children of Tip, they seem to have claims that he's misunderstood, or at least that's the view of his brother Damani.
I think I think everything King is trying to say is just coming off. He's using the wrong words, I feel like, and I told him this. I feel like what he's trying to say is what was on TV is not exactly what actually happened, and I think he's only trying to say that because people try to treat him differently because they think that. I don't think he's just out here just saying it out the blue because it's something. I think like we are living our own lives. He got his own thing going on. I don't know what be going on when he go outside or he was in school. We went to different schools.
As for the gangster persona, it's
I mean, I get it. That's his brother. I know, like it's cool to see that his brother's got his back. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Niggas lie all the time, bro. Niggas lie all the fucking time. I don't believe T.I. and Tiny, who both were making well over millions of dollars, especially T.I., left one of his children to be raised by his grandma, which then turned and then didn't give them any money to support this kid. If this is true, which I'm gonna be honest, I honestly don't believe that King Harris lived with his grandma the whole time. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think so. I think he just went there for a couple weekends probably, and then would come back at home and then chill with his parents at home. Like I don't know. I have a hard time believing you struggled even if you did live at your grandparents' house, because I have a hard time believing your parents didn't send money to your grandma or send you money to be able to get the shit that you need and buy the shit that you need. So again, like, I swear, bro. I swear people think being from the streets is just like being outside and like just being with like just that's it. Like I swear people think being from the streets is just like being outside. And it's not just that, bro. Like it's a whole thing, bro. When people say that you're from the streets, it could be gangbanging, sure, but it could also just be the fact that, hey, I grew up and struggled too. It means that. And that's the thing. I don't know. Maybe because I could believe this kid probably does roll around with a group of people who think that they're thugs or think that they're in a gang, so they like do dumb shit like we saw them do at the fucking Waffle House or at the fucking Atlanta Falcons game or whatever. So I mean, he probably does roll around with a couple of knuckleheads, bro. But these niggas don't struggle. These niggas are built off struggle, bro. These niggas they're clowns, bro. They're clowns. That's it. These niggas are clown.
Still very much intact. But it's not because his dad is just letting it happen. While filming a music video with Tootie Raw, the pair were waving around firearms.
Booty Raw.
And when they spotted it, their fathers intervened to basically remind them that they're not about that life.
Well, in the manner in which you portraying this lifestyle, this shit don't look legitimate, sir.
When y'all got drugs around those legal guns,
That's called possession of a firearm and commission of a crime, sir. That is a felony. Why y'all don't think you love you? That girl right here. What you talking about being in love, man?
Later, King tried to brush the whole thing off, claiming he didn't even have a gun in his possession.
Y'all ain't never seen me post a gun ever. Like, I don't even own a gun. That nigga say, you be around Tootie a lot, you gonna be taking some licks. Ooh, shit. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. This is for, I'm for entertainment purposes.
I'm for entertainment purposes only. Damn it, I've totally forgot to pay the YouTube premium, bro. Damn it.
But as always, the people were not listening. You want to be your dad so badly, but you ain't got it. While for others, they cautioned that if he's not careful, his lick might run out, and he might get checked on everything he's portraying. He's the definition of he gonna learn the hard way. He has so many incidents where he's sort of skated out of stuff, but he keeps tempting fate. I just know he be stressing T.I. and Tiny out. This is obviously the case, with Tip left confused about whether he's trying to impress him or prove himself to his father with these antics.
The places like where I'm from, and he and I think he be thinking that I think he's soft, you know what I'm saying? Like he trying to show me that he can protect himself, and he, you know what I'm saying, that he's a man of a certain stature that I have inspired him to be by being myself.
Crazily, King is now a dad himself, welcoming his first child, King Jr., in November of 2024. And even after this, he's still flagrantly airing his business out to the world, including the fact that he cheats on his baby mama regularly.
My baby mama don't care, so you can't, like, it's not nothing special. We just kicking shit and have a good time, you know what I'm saying? My baby mama don't mind, so you can't try to be like messy and say someone baby daddy trying to, no, because the baby mother doesn't care.
Now primed to release his Be Ready EP soon, the new father of one seems absolutely determined to make a hip-hop career actually work. The only problem is that no one else seems to be interested in hearing it. Among the most disliked individuals on the internet, his rep as an entitled fake gangster is one that isn't going away anytime soon. And without making amends or changing his ways, no one is ever going to take him seriously. So he needs to mature massively before he could ever obtain real success. Otherwise, he'll only ever be known as T.I. and Tiny's bratty son, who had a pacifier till he was 12 years old. And man, that's not a good reputation to have.
No, not
if you want to learn more about Nepobabies and hip-hop, you can peep the video right up here. Until next time.
But yeah, man, yeah, that's corny, bro. I just, be yourself. This actually kind of goes back on that whole Thug Maxing video I released. Bro, y'all motherfuckers gotta be yourself, bro. Because this shit is just so easily clocked, bro, when you're trying to pretend to be something that you're not. And it just makes you look 10 times more corny, bro. You just... And I mean, and also him, it's just so bad, bro. It's just so bad. You can tell he's very influenced by his dad, and then you can tell T.I. low-key looks like he just kind of gave up, bro. He's just like, I don't know, bro. I'm just, he's gonna do what he's gonna do, and I'm just gonna be here, bro. Like, come, like you could tell T.I. has been trying and trying. He's just kind of over it, but I don't know, bro. This kid. I mean, he's not even a kid anymore, bro. He's a father. He's got his own kid here already. So he's not even a kid anymore, dude. I'm just, man. Hopefully he's a better father than he was a child, because fuck me, man. This kid, he's got a lot of things to learn in this life. But hey, man, that's been me, man. That's been Lil Mackie Rav. That's been your boy. That's been Lou Waster here. I already liked the video, so like I said, I'm gonna put the link of this video down in the description below, so y'all can come back over here, come give him a like, and show Lou Waster some love always. And then as far as I go here, if you like this kind of content, if you like this video, consider leaving me a like, consider leaving me a subscription if you want to see more. And yeah, man, that's been me, Lil Mackie Rav, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.